I recently saw quite a few videos of people I follow boasting the benefits of Tongkat Ali. So what is it? Tongkat Ali, or Longjack, is an herbal supplement suggested to improve low testosterone, male fertility, anxiety, athletic performance, and muscle mass. Now we must remember that at this point, research is limited. My main interest was the potential increase in my testosterone, given the fact that I'm a middle-aged male. Now, right off the bat, I learned that the effects of Tongkat Ali in restoring normal testosterone levels appears to be less due to actually stimulating testosterone synthesis, but rather by increasing the release rate of free testosterone from its binding hormone, sex hormone binding globulin, or SHBG. So I decided to follow the recommended dose of 400 milligrams a day for 30 days to see what happened. Now, here's my disclaimer. I'm doing this for my own curiosity and sharing my results. I'm in no way endorsing this supplement or its use. So I'm about 10 days in. So let's talk about the first week, little more than a week. First few days, what I really noticed was sex drive. So I noticed that jumped a little bit, but then going into like day 6, 7, 8, it kind of just leveled out. It didn't seem any more significant than before. But in the first few days, I really did notice it. But beyond that, all I've really noticed is healing. I deal with consistent injuries, not injuries, but strains and tendonitis. I'm consistently dealing with back pain. I've been dealing with bicep tendonitis in both biceps. Before that, it was in the tricep, in my knees, and my hips. I've been working really hard on my recovery and getting my body as close to 100% as possible. But every time something else heals, something else hurts. Within the first 5 days, a lot of the things I recently have been like healing up and working on seem to heal faster. I know that sounds weird, but they did. They just hurt much less this week than they have been hurting for months. So I do feel that's the most significant gain that I've seen. On the subject of gains, there are none. I have not gained any strength that I can tell. Right before shooting this video, I decided to kind of do a heavy lift day, which I don't do a lot of, and I don't see a lot of gains in my strength. No significant increase in my strength to really note. But I do feel I might be getting a little more lean, but I'm not massing up or anything. It doesn't look like my muscles are getting bigger, but I might be just losing a little more body fat, so that might go to my metabolism being increased. I mean, I'll take a look in the mirror and so forth and really have a hard look at it. But right now, the most significant thing, again, is just recovery. My body seems to be healing better than it has in a while. Behind that is a slight increase in sex drive in the first 5 days that just leveled out. So yeah, nothing to write home about yet, but we are just about, I think this is day 10. We're about 10 days in. So I'll keep you posted. I train a lot for a man at any age, but I'm in my mid-40s, and training like this absolutely takes its toll and requires a lot from my body. The strain and impact I'm putting on it with my striking and grappling, along with the consistent strength and conditioning, that requires a lot of extra attention to keep me performing at anything close to peak levels. So this is week 4. I'm basically on my last day of the 30 days of taking Tongkat Ali, or some people refer to as Longjack. So I did share what week 1 felt like, and so I just want to follow that up with, now we are 4 weeks later. All right, so we'll start with strength. I mentioned that I didn't see any strength gains in the first week, but I have to say I did get some minuscule, like incremental strength gain. It wasn't significant. I didn't see serious leaps in my strength. Like when you cycle or you go on some creatine for a while, you'll see some strength increase. That's noticeable. This one was noticeable to such a small degree. So the strength gain was very minimal. Now for recovery, I feel like that continued to improve, that was probably the best benefit. I started to see some old like strains and tendonitis and stuff like that, and minor to maybe moderate injuries that I've consistently dealt with finally started to heal a lot faster. Again, I don't take enough time off to fully heal, and that's my fault. But through the recovery means that I've been doing, they would prevent these things from getting worse, but never fully improve them or eliminate them. I feel like I'm finally starting to heal and I'm not doing anything extra. So that's the biggest benefit, I think. Now let's talk about physique. I don't feel like my physique changed all that much, but it did change a little bit. Considering the fact that I wasn't on any like whey protein shakes or anything at the time, I do eat 1 meal a day, 5 days a week, so I am on OMAD. So I don't take in a massive amount of protein, which I definitely should. Being in my 40s, I need to be taking in even 30% more than usual. Not only did I not get smaller, but I did gain a little bit. Like, I do feel like I got a little bit of definition over the last 30 days. Much like the strength, it was minimal, but it was noticeable. So of course, as far as supplementation, I just take my normal vitamins that I take, and that would have to be a whole nother video. And then my EAAs, I wasn't taking any additional supplementation, no creatine, glutamine, nothing extra, just to kind of see what the Tongkat Ali was doing. One of the things I saw improve probably the most, it's up there with recovery, maybe even a little bit more, was my cognition or my cognitive abilities. I did see improvement there. Going into midlife, I thought I was losing my mind, my memory, all these different things. So I was like doing all these different exercises to maintain just a strong mind prior to taking the Tongkat Ali. But my memory was sharp and my articulation, and I just felt that it was stronger. So I do have to say that my cognitive skills did see an improvement after or during the 30 days. Now, these last three things weren't heavily affected. My weight did not shift at all. It stayed pretty much like within a pound. It stayed exactly the same. Now, one of the concerns about Tongkat Ali, or one of the side effects people were saying, was sleep. You have a hard time sleeping. Sometimes it can cause restlessness or insomnia, or just have issues with sleeping. I did not have any issues. And lastly is libido. I mentioned that in week 1. After seeing that slight little bump, it's been level. Nothing more. It has not increased. So it's not like you see this massive spike in your libido. I think it's just a little bit. If you even get that, if you even notice that, it could be again a placebo effect. I can't be 100% sure. So at the end of the day, after 4 weeks, is there massive improvements? Is it something that, I'm seeing so many improvements that it's like, this is life-changing, or I'm going to take this stuff for the rest of my life? No. It is interesting. The results are interesting to where I wouldn't mind going on a 30-day cycle of Tongkat Ali every few months, maybe once every quarter. I think the research on this stuff is still coming out. So I don't like to commit myself to things or take a lot of things in my body that I don't fully understand. And when it hasn't fully been fleshed out as far as side effects and all those things. There's been a lot of research, and you can do your own research. Again, this isn't something that increases testosterone. It just releases blocked testosterone in your body. So you are getting more testosterone, but you're not producing more testosterone. Maybe these incremental gains that I saw would be significantly larger after 60 days or 90 days. But I don't feel like being on that stuff for more than 30 days. Not at this time. So, for the end of this video, I'm talking to you 2 weeks after I finished the 30 days of taking Tongkat Ali. Shockingly, the effects that I mentioned seem to be lasting or lingering. My cognition is still very strong, so honestly, I hope that sticks. My libido is still the same, it's still level, but it's good. So, again, I don't think it increased, but it's good. My strength is the same. Again, no increase in strength, but no dip in strength. My ability to recover might be dipping, but I am increasing my training. There's just different things I'm working on, so my training has increased. But yeah, I haven't seen like a dip from coming off of the Tongkat Ali. And actually what I've decided at this point is I ordered another bottle. I think I'm going to go ahead and do another 30 days to do a full 60. Depending on how well this video does, I might do a follow-up video to tell you what I see after 60 days. But I did decide after being off of it for 2 weeks to go ahead and do another 30 days. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.